he's turned into the rainbow-like body now. Rainbow-like body on evolutionary right hand and left hand. Please merge and become one, and please expand. And please envelop his physical body and convert his physical body to lighter and lighter, brighter and brighter, with zero physical weight, and let his physical body float into the air now. Tell me what you're experiencing.
Some tingling. And I just want to let the callers know we've had like, it's been interesting. I've been watching the live stream all night, and it seems like when we go on certain topics, there's like, it bogs down. And it really makes me wonder about Big Brother watching us and not wanting to talk about certain subjects. And one thing I've noticed, they're touchy when it comes to energy work. They really are. The powers that be, per se.
Well, especially when you can operating on quantum physics, because quantum physics allow consciousness to co-create reality, and just by word. A lot of people, they say they use intention. I say no, the universe don't work on intention, it works on request, on command. All you have to do is just request for it, and it happens. Just like the Bible says, ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. And that's all I'm doing. Asking is a very nice word, but more like we're commanding it. You know?
Yes.
And that's why everything that is in the Bible, everything is in the Buddha, is the same. Because the goal is the rainbow body. Jesus said, you too can do greater things than I can. So therefore, I'm here to help to fulfill the promises. And the idea when people is shunning yoga, then they're not doing what Jesus said. Jesus said, you too can do greater things than I can. And then at the same time, they say they believe in Jesus, but their action, their mind, their word is not in line with the will of Jesus, which is to fulfill the promises. The over goal is the rainbow body, or the new creation body.
Yeah,
that make sense?
That is so well said. I mean, that is exactly well said. You know, it's so true, because, you know, why don't they ever recognize and remember that quote, you know, where he said that you shall do even greater things. So, you know, it's just like, and when you realize that, you know, for, you know, whether it's Christ doing the healing or somebody else, think about Pentecost when the Holy Spirit came on them and they were all speaking in tongues, and then they were all out there healing people left and right. You know, anybody can do it. You just have to know you can. You just have to believe you can, and you have to have your heart in the right place. It's that, yes, as you were saying.
Yes, and people don't know what the Holy Spirit is. The Holy Spirit, the Eastern people call prana, chi, ki, universal energy field. In Cambodia, which I'm Cambodia, we call it Baramay. Baramay means Holy Spirit or cosmic spirit. And in the English culture, the prana is known as the Holy Spirit. It has intelligence. And what I did with you, I just demonstrated the power of the Holy Spirit. That we all have it. Because the Bible said, you know, we are the vessel of the Holy Spirit, correct? This body is the vessel for God. And every one of you are God, are the vessel of God, you know.
Exactly.
God is in you.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That was really wonderful and wild, and definitely appreciate it so much. So, namaste,
Thank
caller.
You. Namaste.
Bless you, my friend. Take care. So that was a very interesting call, and that was also a very interesting experience with the whole chat going down there. And you know, it's interesting. Was it the energy coming through? Was it the powers that be wanting this to be shut down? Some of the videos that I was so surprised to get either demonetized or what have you, they're the ones that talk about energy and talk about, you know, the matrix, the fact that we're in the matrix, and we have to realize who we are. You know, because in the Eastern traditions, they talk about God being in every single one of us. You know, the source itself lies within all of us. And so we have untapped, unlimited potential in all of us. And, you know, that's something that I don't think they really want to get out there. So we do have time probably for one more caller. If there's anybody else that wants to give a call in, 614-400-5835. Some very interesting topics. Yes, I know. Matrix is a no-no. Thankfully, everybody is alive and well and doing well out there. And I see, there's a lot of brotherhood out there. A lot of love getting shared, which is beautiful. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Who do we have with us now?
My name is Jenna.
Hi, and what would you like to say?
My name is... Oh, sorry.
Did you say Janice?
I said Jenna.
Jenna, okay. Well, thank you for joining us, Jenna. What would you like to talk about?
I would just like to hear on, like certain levels of spiritual evolution. So, the reason I'm kind of thinking about it is because I went, I had depression in my teens and stuff like that. And then I came to a realization that, everything has to do with my own perception. And, consciousness is reality. And then, I spent probably about 8 blissful years. And then I went to a holotropic breath work. And then, 10 days later, I went to a yoga retreat. And I feel like it just blew me wide open. And then it's all of the, so sorry, I just want to backtrack for 1 second. Before I went on those trips, I, returned, kind of felt like I had returned to myself, came full circle. And then I did the holotropic and the yoga, and then it was just all of a sudden I lost everything I knew. I felt like I was just barely holding on to my little tool belt of, things that I knew, to cope with things and stuff like that. And I felt like just this entirely new set of challenges coming on. So, I just kind of wanted your thoughts on kind of that spiral that is evolution and how you kind of go through really hard things and you have success and then, kind of going back through the hard things. What are your thoughts on that?
It really is all how we react to everything, and that's really all we could control for the most part is our reaction. And starting by controlling your reaction, you could start to change your mindset so that you start to get into a more positive frame of mind and you expect the positive, and then you will start drawing that to you. So, they have it right in some ways with the law of attraction, but, honestly, you have to be, it's that old saying, you have to be the change you want to see. You have to live it, and the people that I know that are the happiest, it's almost like they don't know there's anything wrong at all in the world. I mean, honestly, every day is just beautiful. And they have this mindset that they're not going to let anything negative come in. And so if somebody shares something really bad with them, they'll empathize, and they'll show such love and they'll cry with them. But then they will still have that love and happiness and thankfulness within them. And, the feelings, the emotions are what trigger the chemical responses in the body that lie at the heart of the evolutionary process, especially with activating Kundalini and all. So we really have to maintain a positive outlook. And so, when we see all these earth changes and everything going on, it's easy to get caught up in it. And when, it's your car that the hail, destroyed, or worse yet, your house is burnt down in California, it's only natural that we're going to, have these tough feelings. It's going to be hurtful, but it's how we respond to it. And if we don't get down, don't get angry, but instead just cultivate this feeling of thankfulness for the fact that you survived, your family survived, the dog survived, and we have each other. Whatever it is, you gotta always kind of see the glass half full. And that will trigger the emotions that will enable you to stay centered in a positive frame of mind. And basically it goes and boils down into the nervous system and keeping you in that rest and digest system where you're basically, your body is producing serotonin, and the melatonin. So those are all the feel-good chemicals. You're not producing cortisol and getting stressed out. It's so much about how we respond to things, because when we're in the proper frame of mind, then our evolutionary progress can be just exponential. And I've seen that with people. And one of the reasons why I'm so high on yoga and stuff is because so many of my friends that are honestly people that I wish I was as at peace as they are, that's what they do. You know, they've done different forms of yoga. And I'm not really even talking about Hatha yoga. I'm talking more about like Kriya yoga, Raja yoga, Bhakti yoga. You know, these other traditions that are, you know, they're more going within. I mean, all yoga is going within. But, you know, it's amazing because these are the people that I have found in my life, and I've been in so many different circles. They really get it. You know, they really, really totally get it, and they're amazing. Amazing in so many ways.
Yeah, like I totally understand. I totally understand what you're saying. Like, I had a Kundalini awakening at like 23, and you know, I just, like I said, like I lived like probably 8 years where I was just, you know, like exactly what you're describing. And then it was like I really felt like I was hitting another level, and I really was excited about another level, but it really seemed like it was like more challenging, you know, and then like really asked of me to really, really sit in that place of, you know, like going within. Like I used to do tarot readings all the time when I was, you know, those like 8 years of bliss, and then like after that sort of kind of moment of coming back to myself, I don't do tarot readings at all. Like I just want to sit and just look inside, and just sit and just look inside. And I'm just wondering if, like, you know, if you yourself or if you know of people that have kind of like, you know, had like that kind of, you know, maybe traumatic experience that caused an awakening, or maybe just that general awakening, and then, you know, and then they kind of make a full circle and they're really living that, and then they maybe, you know, the wheel turns again and they're really challenged again, or if it was
Sure.
like kind of, you know what I mean with that? Or,
Oh yeah, no, I get it totally. And you know, it's like that going within. When I was doing so much energy work, that's all I ever wanted to do, honestly. And even now, you know, if I get some time away from everything with the channel, and I do have time for like an hour and a half meditation, I almost want to be on that side more than I want to be on this side. Because it's just so much more pleasant in so many ways, but we are here to do a job in so many ways and to interact with others. And thank you for the call, but we are running out of time for tonight, guys. So thank you so much for sharing, and I hope we get to talk again. Namaste. Okay, guys, so we are done with the Revolutionary Radio portion of it, and we're going to wrap it up on this side too. I just wanted to thank everybody so much for an awesome night tonight. Great calls, man. Great calls, everybody. It was awesome. And again, we'll do it every single Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till midnight. And we're going to try to get on later this week again for another live, and I'll give you a definite day and time before we do it. But everybody out there, thank you so much for being part of the family. God bless you guys. Namaste. And I look forward to speaking with you all again soon. Take care.